Hello.
Hi. Welcome everybody. It's Monday. It's day for Strahd. It's time for sad. Yes, here we go. If you may have noticed, my voice is very hoarse. I blew it out 2 days ago and I'm recovering. So forgive me for not having the best voices today. I am joined by four of my favorite people that I play D&D with all the time. And a mysterious fifth person. Ooh, and we'll get to that in a second. But I'll be Dylan. I'm always Dylan, but right now I'm also Dylan. I'm the dungeon master for Curse of Strahd. And to my left is my favorite pasta, Jenna Sonlini.
Hello, my name is Jen, and I'm online. And also pasta, as in genus Onlini, for correct. Yeah, hi, my name's Jen, and I play Fame, the Changeling Ranger Rogue. And I'm gonna popcorn over to Zach.
Oh, to me. So I will be playing Zach, who will be playing first
the Warforged Artificer.
And I'm excited to see what happens this evening because I'm just a little robot boy. Pond, what do you guys say about it?
Oh, hi. My name's Pond. And tonight I'm playing Arnott Battlestriker, the human totem barbarian who's really tired of this shit already. And we've only been in this castle for like an hour. I'm excited to see how dinner goes. Well, the after dinner ball goes. It's gonna be a ball. Psst, Sumner.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sumner. Hey, thank you for that subscription, 0077. My name is Sumner, and I will be playing Mordecai, the Tiefling Bard. That'll bring us to our guest.
Hi, I'm Kinsey. I'm going to be your little resident NPC spooky baby. So, hey, I'm excited to be here.
Kinsey, I'm super happy you're here. Tell us about yourself, Kinsey. Who are you? What do you do?
Who am I? What a question. Isn't that what we're always asking ourselves? I'm a performer in the greater Houston area, singer, actor, dancer. And then off to the side in my not professional life, I do silly D&D stuff. In particular, right now I've got a running D&D series that's about to go up on TikTok, which you can find me at the CCat. It's the same as my Insta handle. It's going to be D&D puns, and they're going to be terrible.
We love that.
Yeah, it's that.
All right. Do we have any announcements before we get into the game? Because I'm ready, Freddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's have a roll off and see who's going to tell me what happened last time.
Not
See
me.
if I can remember.
Oh, I remember very clearly.
I remember bits and
Probably
pieces.
not me.
I always forget my dice. Why is it the last thing I remember in a D&D setting? 9.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I got a 17.
I got an 11.
10.
All right. Sumner, I'll give you a starting point.
Thanks, buddy.
You guys have been invited, voluntold, to go to Strahd's for Castle Ravenloft, home of Strahd von Zarovich, ruler of Barovia. He is the ancient, he is the land, all those titles. A black carriage arrived at Vallaki to take you to Castle Ravenloft. That's your starting point. Go.
Yeah, so the man invited us into his abode. A bit overwhelming, to be honest with you, especially kind of decrepit, given the stature of his countness. But we had dinner. It was quite quaint. They gave us, well, before dinner, let me start over. They brought us in and gave us clothing. One of his female compatriots made a pass at me, went straight for my neck, which I thought was hot, but not into it. And Thistle was not into it at the time. So we tabled that conversation, and we had dinner with Strahd. And then his nice servants they gave us a tour of the place. And turns out the place is still shitty. And I believe last time we finally reconvened and regrouped with everybody. And we met a man of the surname Pumpkins. David, I believe. David S. Pumpkins, I believe was his name.
And his 2 B-Boy skeletons.
And his 2 Beat Boy skeletons, who apparently were, and I quote, part of it. So that's what I remember.
Excellent. Yeah. A lot of this was, there was a lot of ambience. First got taken down into the wine cellar where he learned that only take the wine bottles that have labels. The ones that are not labeled are kind of reserved for the residents of the house. You got a tour of this very maze-like castle, seeing many different parts of it. Each tour given by a different one of Strahd's brides. Valenta Popovsky, the mask-wearing, very quiet bride. Anastasia, who seemed to be the most host-like. She was the one who greeted you at the door. She was the one who made a pass at Mordecai. And then when Mordecai called her by the wrong name, she became very cross with him. And Ludmilla, who seems to hold the most authority, but doesn't seem to be in the most control in a sense. Anastasia poked at her a lot. She tried to poke those buttons and mess with her. There was a bit of contention between the two. And a lot of it was a tour of the castle because it is big and Strahd wants to show off. So we return. You guys have reconvened in this large chamber on the second floor that has been redecorated with a large empty space in the center along the south side of the. Let me just find my description. I'll read it again. Let's see. The room seems to be the most alive of any room you have seen thus far. Warm lights in the east and west walls from sconces, large chandeliers hang from the ceiling, lit with hundreds of candles. The floor is polished marble that reflects the warm glow from the fires illuminating the room. On the south side of the room, an orchestra of instruments play a beautiful melody despite having no musicians playing them. Led by a man in a coat with long tails, his hair done up and swept to the back, he conducts the instruments with only his conductor's wand, wearing round glasses and a big smile. The eastern wall is made of a single mirror. Looking into this mirror, only yourselves and 2 others are in the reflection. The dusk elf Rahadin and a human woman in a gray dress. At the far south end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces south, away from most of the room.
So, Fame? Would you like to dance with me?
Why?
I mean, we're here. It's okay
Alright.
if you don't. That's okay.
I didn't say I don't. I just surprised. Where's Thistle?
She wandered off somewhere. I'm sure she's fine.
All right. Yes. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I can't
Alright.
be any happier. See?
So Arnie and Fame begin to dance. Strahd walks over to the woman in the gray dress, extends a hand and kind of bows his head, asking the lady for a dance.
That the lady in the gray dress is me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then of course I'm going to dance with Strahd.
Wonderful. He takes your hand and he's a beautiful dancer. You may or may not have ballroom danced. May not have danced in the past in a ballroom setting like this. But even if you have, he leads you in a very skilled way. You don't feel like you're being pulled along. You don't feel like you're falling behind. He keeps step with you. Very, very practiced at this. Mordecai, your wife not being around, you are approached by Valenta, the small girl with the bone mask, and she just kind of walks up to you and looks at you for a moment.
Hi there.
Would you like to dance?
How tall is she?
She's maybe 5'4".
When you say little, are you saying like physically little or like young?
She's very like small, young.
Like petite?
I mean, they're all young looking, but because they're vampires, who knows how old they actually are. But she is physically like shorter than the other brides.
Okay. You asking me for a dance?
Yes.
Well then, I'm not much of a dancer. You'll have to lead, as he kind of playfully says.
She takes your hand and kind of forcefully pulls you onto the dance floor.
Wow, you're strong. Oh god.
As you begin to dance, she fluctuates between just silently dancing with you, and then she'll burst out with the question, sometimes like, do you know how much blood a church mouse has inside of it?
Wow, that's one hell of an icebreaker, little one. I don't know, 2 cups. What's the answer?
2.5.
2.5 cups. Oh, wow. Well then, do you know how many strings are on a violin? Don't look.
She stares at you silently, continuing to dance.
This is fun.
This interaction goes back and forth for a while. Sometimes she does answer your questions back, but she does fluctuate between talking and not. And even when she does talk, it's one words. It's very to the point.
Can I roll insight or perception to see where her eyes are drifting, like where her intentions seem to be drifting towards?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have a number from on my D20. Insight or perception?
You're trying to see if she's looking around?
It's the same number. Never mind. 18. Sorry, 14.
Okay. You see that her gaze very often shifts to Strahd and the woman in the gray dress. And you get a sense that there's some anxiety, maybe.
Okay. Well, me too. So
first, a tall, ebony-skinned woman approaches you and would you care to dance?
To Mordecai?
To first.
Oh, let's say what?
Did I say Mordecai? I meant first.
I may have misheard.
I would love to. I have only recently learned.
Do not worry. I will teach you. And she said, as she says this, she's giving wicked shade side eyes to Anastasia. So as you guys begin dancing, Gertruda, the woman in the gray dress, Strahd, as you are dancing, he does speak to you kind of in a hushed tone. It's not super private, but he is trying to, keep prying ears away. My dear, I have a favor to ask of you.
Of course, anything.
I know you are my guest in this castle, but there is something that needs to be done, and these people might be able to help me with this.
Oh. That would be wonderful.
If they are compliant, would you be a dear and show them around the castle? You are the only one I can trust with this.
Of course.
Excellent. As he finishes this conversation, he does a beautiful, spin. He spins you around beautifully, and the ball continues. After a couple hours of music, Strahd stands upon the dais, and the conductor of the floating instruments steps back with a bow, and as Strahd addresses the rest of you. My friends, I wish to thank you all for a wonderful evening tonight. I pray that you have found your host to be most gracious, and he looks to each of his brides. He looks to Escher, and he kind of does like a head tilt to the side, and they exit the room. Now, I have something to ask from each of you. Would you be willing to take my request?
I think that really depends on what the request is.
He steps down from the dais and up to you guys. He takes Gertruda's hand and walks her with you guys, towards you guys. This is not the place to have this conversation. Please, accompany me to my study. I feel there might be some prying ears here.
I'm gonna walk real close to Irina.
Okay. He walks out the room before you, in front of you guys, still holding Gertruda's hand. And he takes you guys to the same place you guys, Rahadin and Anastasia took you to get changed into your fancy clothes. As he opens this door, or as he closes the door behind everyone, give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yes.
Cool.
Dirty 20, baby.
Ooh.
6.
13.
15.
So Mordecai and Fame, you see that as he closes this door, he does a little extra flourish with his hand, and you catch the faintest glimpse of magic being cast on the door. He takes a moment before walking Gertrude over to one of the couches and letting her take a seat, and then steps in front of the fireplace and looks up at the painting that's above the fireplace of the red-headed woman. I wish to ask of you to assist me. I believe one of my brides is spying on me. I know. Hard to believe that any one of them would betray me in such a way. I have done good information that one of them has betrayed my secrets. I would ask of you to find the one who has done this.
What makes you think that?
He looks down his nose at you. Not down his nose. He kind of looks down at you, though. His figure seems to grow in height as he turns to face you.
Mordecai goes on his tiptoes.
I have my sources.
Well, it looks like they're spying on you in return. But
Should you accept this job,
yeah,
I would be willing to pay you for your services. A favor. A treasure from my castle. Perhaps to leave this land.
I was just going to suggest that.
Or what? Never mind.
Are you sure?
And you guarantee our safe passage out of this land?
I can guarantee your safe passage as well as I can guarantee your protection within the land of Barovia itself. Any creature that would be under my influence will not harm you.
What does your gut tell you, Strahd? You know which one?
I do not know which of my brides has betrayed me.
Oh, obviously not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking complete strangers, now would you?
Have any of them been acting differently?
No, they have been much the same as they have been for the past century or so. But
If you do not trust your wives, is this not one here with us?
forgive my rudeness. This is Gertruda. She is a guest in my castle, much as you are guests as well. However, she has a bit more of a permanent residence for now. I saved her from a most dire situation, and until we can figure out a more permanent solution, she is residing in the Ravenloft.
You said
These are a group of people that have recently come to my land, as well as, you may know, the lovely Irina.
It's lovely to meet all of you.
it's lovely to meet you as well. Gertruda, where do you hail from?
Ah. Well, I hail from here, from Barovia, although I'll admit I haven't seen very much of it.
You ain't missing much.
Were you held captive?
Yes, for a long time. But that's in the past now. I'm here, and I'm safe, thanks to Strahd.
You are here and you are safe, my dear.
Where were you held captive by Strahd too, and he just did the mind woogies?
What?
No.
Strahd looks to you and with
I asked
a
for
look of
research
shock.
purpose. I thought maybe that would be my payment that I ask you to do mind woogie as one. Never mind again.
Oh,
You're doing
She
really
sinks.
well.
She sinks back down.
I'll just hold her hand.
as a sign of goodwill, to show that I mean no harm to you, I have found this on the road. He takes from a shelf a small box with a piece of paper on top of it. It is tied with a jute string to the box. It seemed to have been addressed to you, but the Vistani that came back to perhaps deliver this letter to you were attacked by some wolves in the night. I was unable to rescue the Vistani, but I did recover this possession. He hands it to Mordecai.
All right. Huh.
And you may now read the letter that I have given you.
That's right. Let me change my oopsie poopsie. That's not the right button. That's the
Oopsie
right button.
poopsie.
Yep, that's an old oopsie poopsie. It's a tiefling saying. Oh, he takes the letter, which, by the way, is one of Dylan's famous coffee-stained letters that it was delivered by, I almost said yours truly, him truly.
It looks so good.
He's always looked so good. It
Thank
says, I hope this letter and package finds you all well. It has been a few months since you left with the caravan, and talk of your music skills and influence is still in the town. In passing, I have heard how popular the Bottomless Well has become and decided to pay a visit. Tom, Jerry, and Zarina all send their best to you and the family. I encountered a familiar sight outside of the town the other day, a group of people playing music, dancing, having drinks, and were quite entertaining. Realizing they may be related to those who you left with, I did confirm that these are Vistani and have in fact heard of you and your travels. I feel the bow you gifted me has been nothing short of legendary. The indirect knowledge and experience I have gained from our time in the cell obtaining information on the relic for Thistle has quite outweighed the gratitude I expressed at the time. I have come across many curious trinkets and magical items in my adventures and wish to provide some to you to show my gratitude and support, however far you have gone. Speaking with this group of Vistani, I was able to request and provide compensation so that this package reaches the area where you are. I was able to confirm the description of your party, specifically Mordecai, who they kept calling Giorgio very excitedly. Aww. that guy. Safe travels, and I look forward to our next game, Fielfran, which is the man that first was in jail with for like a day or two in Waterdeep.
Yep.
Yes.
What a guy. What a guy. Mordecai hands the letter to First for his instant scan, knowing that the letter is more personable to him.
All right. You do so.
Yeah. I read it over.
It's like your old
Did you read that
friend.
out loud, or did you just read that?
Oh, Mordecai read that out loud. I just read it in
Okay.
Sunra's voice. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like your jail pal is, it looks like he's wanting to reach out to you, old friend.
What's in
So it would seem.
What was that? Gertruda.
What?
Did you say something? Am I?
No.
Sorry. I'm paranoid right now. You gotta bear with me.
No.
Oh boy. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, I don't know why. It's the safest place in Barovia.
That is a low bar, ma'am. No respect, no disrespect.
That's fair.
Well, I hope you feel friend as well. Was this delivered in that package? Just the letter?
This letter seems to be attached to this package. I assume they are both for you.
I'll take the package if he offers it to me.
Yeah, it's a pretty decently sized wooden box, and it's just sitting on the table.
Okay. I will open it. What do I see inside?
Inside, you see several items. You see a staff, an orb, what looks to be a cummerbund. Cummerbund, a wand, and a pipe.
Wow.
And I believe Sumner has art for for all of these items.
I certainly do. Here's the pipe on screen. It looks like it has a blue bowl and like a long... Oh god, I'm about to sneeze. Don't do it. And then... What did you say this item was? A staff?
So, no, that's a wand.
The wand. I love the art. Fantastic work.
First, you recognize and know these. These are magical items, but they are pretty common. They're more daily use things. The pipe is a pipe of smoke monsters. Only the mouthpiece in this box is there. The rest of it is made of smoke entirely. Putting the piece to your mouth with a short exhale, the pipe will form from ethereal mist, and you can create images and smoke rings, but of not rings, but animals, mountains, people, stuff.
So it's almost like the pipe of remembrance.
It's very similar.
Okay,
The
cool.
wand is a wand of smiles. This wand can, unless someone can resist its influence, can force someone to smile. And when this wand runs out of charges, it turns into a wand of scowls, which similarly, if someone is unable to resist its influence, will force them to frown, scowl.
I love that item.
Truly fantastic. So
The
good.
Cummerbund is a shift weave piece of clothing.
Oh.
This will, you can kind of store outfits in it, and it can turn into, I think, up to 5 different outfits. The staff is a staff of flowers. The staff of flowers uh, 11 red flowers. Each one closes as a charge is used. When the last charge is used, the moist bottom the most bottom red flower still stays open. This staff is used to kind of make blooming flowers. They're not harmless, but you can kind of bloom flowers and strew them about. It's a flower girl basket, but it's a staff.
Okay.
Pretty.
And the last item is a cleansing stone. It's a marble sphere with a large swirling sigil. When held, the sigil turns green. When the center of the sigil is pressed, a wave of cleansing energy rolls over the user's skin, hair, clothes, repelling dirt, removing excessive body oils, and leaving behind a pleasant scent reminiscent of fresh rain. During this process, the sigil glows red, and cannot be stopped until finished. When done, it glows green again, and a faint chime is heard.
That's cool.
Neat.
Oh, I love them. I want the wand of smiles.
Huh. Interesting. You go to jail for 1 day first. 1 day! And you came back with... Well done first. Well done.
They say the friends you make in jail are friends for life.
Is that what they told you first?
That's what he told me, yes.
That's what he told you. Not sure if I should be concerned, but we technically are in the green on this one. So we'll keep an eye on this one.
Yes, well, here are these lovely items. Please take your pick.
I trust this is enough to show that I mean no harm, that I am sincerely asking for the services of your group.
Yeah. All right.
I'm curious. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have to put that on my face. I'm curious and happy to ask it. What is your plans for young Miss Irina and Miss Gertruda here?
Well, Miss Gertruda is here as long as she needs to feel safe.
How long will Gertruda remain human?
Oh, you're human. That's what I was wondering.
Is
I
there
have no
some
plans
kind
to
of
turn-
alternative?
I have no plans to turn Gertruda into anything other than what she is now.
Great.
All right.
So are you like making her feel safe here? Like as I'm kind of nervously chatting, I'm looking at Gertruda, but intentionally attempting to look for bite marks or something. She might be heavily dressed, but she is still trying to do that.
Give me a perception check.
$23.
You pay careful attention when she speaks to Strahd and looks up to talk to him, and you see no bite marks on her neck.
Okay.
Sorry, let me put my face on. As for Irina, I mean you no harm, my lady. I simply wish to convey my deepest and undying love for you.
Irina, how do you feel about this?
Irina still looking very, very scared. Beyond scared, terrified. Her legs are not even shaking. They're like stiff. As Strahd says this, you see like her whole body tense up for a moment, and a look of confusion comes over her face. You she looks over to Gertruda, visited me twice now. Why do I have any reason to believe there will not be a third? Strahd straightens up and looks her directly in the eye. If you wish, I will not visit you a third time until you wish for me to visit you a third time.
Well,
guess you can teach an old dog new tricks, huh? Look at that.
Will you agree to do this for me, friends?
The terms set are that we will be able to leave Barovia, and if Irina wills it, you will cease antagonizing her.
The deal is, you find out which of my brides is spying on me. In payment for this task, you will be allowed to leave Barovia.
Sounds
Beyond
good
that, I make no promises.
Count me in, count. Wow. See what I did there?
Humorous.
Thanks, Count.
Gertruda will be your guide to the castle. I cannot trust any of my other brides to be your guide in this. And with that, Strahd takes his leave.
All right. See you later, Strahd.
well. Now that he's gone, Gertruda, you want to be here?
Oh, absolutely.
You freely choose to be here.
With free will?
I don't know why you keep asking the same question. I'm very happy to be here.
You're right. I'll stop talking. You're right.
No, Fame. You're naturally inquisitive. That's all right. My concern here, Gertruda, is that Strahd has been known to visit women against their will, and I want to make sure that you're here and understand the lack of safety. You feel safe, but that man is truly a monster, and so are the women that he keeps, and the man, and the dark elf.
I don't understand why you feel that way. Hopefully, with this investigation, maybe I can change your mind.
I appreciate the positivity.
And he never sought me out. I actually came here looking for him, looking for somewhere and someone who would protect me.
From what?
From my mother.
Oh, that's fair enough. Got
I
one of
also
those
hate my
myself.
mom. But why is she so dangerous that she's C2 vampire?
Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh.
nothing? Interesting.
Oh.
I'm jotting this down.
Well, Gertruda, then if you would be so kind as to lead the way.
Absolutely. Where do you want to start?
Which wife do you like the least?
Yeah, we'll just say it's her. Oh, get her out of the picture. Win-win.
Now,
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that. Let's see. Which wife do I like the least?
So,
or her husband. I think Escher's married to him as well.
yes, he's not a bride, but he is one of Strahd's.
He's a brood.
He's a brood. I like that. So, the three brides and brood of Strahd, Ludmilla, the tall, ebony-skinned woman. She is the oldest of Strahd's brides. She is very matter of fact, to the point, direct. She seems to manage Strahd's love life in a way. You have heard that both Anastasia and Valenta, the two other brides, were personally brought to Strahd by Ludmilla for the purposes of making them brides. Escher was not, but Escher's a different story. Anastasia was a nobleman in Vallaki. She is kind of the mistress of the house, where she decorates and plans for feasts. She greets guests. She's kind of the face. Her and Rahadin are both kind of the face of Ravenloft. Valenta is very quiet and reserved. You don't really know much about her. She tends to keep to herself. Escher is very vain, but you know that he's... a couple times you guys have conversed, he has said that he feels he's in a shaky spot with Strahd, but he doesn't seem too concerned with it. I mean, he's concerned, but not like desperate. He's like, I know I know I'm not on the best terms with him, but as long as I just stay in line, it'll be good. If that helps you make decisions on which one you like the best or dislike.
I mean, I would say that there's not a particular bride that I dislike. There are some that I talk to more often than others.
Let's start with the ones you talk to more often.
Or who are not in their rooms.
That also works.
Or who are not. Well, I suppose we could go to someone's room and see if they're there.
So you know that Anastasia hardly ever leaves the vicinity of the dining area, because she's always planning and setting up for a feast of some kind, even when they don't happen very often. Escher hangs out in the lounge in the tower. Valenta tends to hang out in the basement, in a room that you've never actually been into. And Ludmilla generally hangs around in the study or in the chapel.
What was the name of the first bride on that list that you mentioned?
Ludmilla.
The one that starts with an A, who's always in the dining room? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
She's hardly ever in her room. We could start there.
That sounds like a great place.
It's a great plan. Plan.
Yes. Well, after you.
Right this way.
All right. So Gertruda leads you all kind of back the way you came, down through the ballroom, and then down another set of stairs in the throne room. Here to this map. Where did I put you guys? There you guys all are. Chapel. Down this set of stairs. And back into the main entryway. This is the same entryway you guys entered in on the way here, with the large set of double doors right across from the gates to the castle. There are stone gargoyles looking down on you and spider webs. You know that straight down this hall and to the right is the dining room. And you guys should have control of your tokens.
Awesome. I'm gonna hang right with Fame. And as soon as we're out of earshot of Gertruda, because I'm assuming she's leading us,
Yes.
I will lean into Fame, down to Fame. I think that she's shorter than me. I'll lean down to her.
6 foot tall.
Oh, just kidding. I'll lean up to her because she's taller than me. I'll lean up to her and I'll say, I think that young woman is either sorely mistaken about the place she's put herself, or she is not here of her own volition, and I am concerned.
I'm fully believing that there might be, the mind woogies.
The mind woogies. I am not unopposed to that
Possibly
idea.
better known by your people, mind control, mind altering, mind...
Mind woogies suits it better, makes it sound more fun.
That's probably why she likes it.
She just seems so happy.
It's like a drug. Maybe there's a drug.
Oh, what if he's feeding her his blood? Would that turn her into a vampire?
No, I don't know. I've seen, I actually don't know a lot about vampires, I have to be honest.
I don't either, other than how to kill them.
Yes, exactly.
I'm quite effective at that, but I don't think I could kill Strahd even if I tried. Bless me, I sneezed.
Bless you. That was in my face, but it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. I worry if we push her too far that she's going to not be as cooperative. Mordecai.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna like beckon you over to us as we drop back a little bit.
You stay right there. I'll be right back. He's going to conspicuously scurry over to Arnie. What's up?
So inconspicuous, Mordecai, as always.
Super conspicuous.
Yes, I am concerned about Gertruda, and I would like to share those thoughts with you.
You want to share a thought with? Well, I'm all ears.
I'm concerned that she's under some sort of mind woogie or control, as Fame puts it.
Yeah, she definitely gives me the oogie woogies. It's not. I'm not a fan. But
that's too far. It's just mind woogies. There are no also.
That's too far. That's not a thing.
There's no oogies or. Jeez, you just always make fun of me. I'm going.
I'm making fun of anyone.
No, we're not making fun of you.
She like huffs and gets quiet again.
Gertruda, quick question. What was the last thing you ate? Random question, I know. It's just bear with me.
It is a rather strange question, but we are investigating, so I probably... A cupcake?
A cupcake? Was it blood flavor?
I really like
or like
sweets.
Like
what?
Chocolate or vanilla? Or was it like
I'm partial
blood?
to chocolate.
Okay, chocolate.
What?
All right. Did you have any
wine?
wine?
Have you had a blood-flavored cupcake?
Have you ever had blood pies? I've heard they're delicious.
It's a figure of speech.
No, never.
I don't know. He ignores it and goes back to the huddle. Okay, so she eats human food. That's weird.
Well, chocolate is a good cover for blood. I've heard they mix well together.
I'm going to inconspicuous. Oh,
I just want to just let you all know that we are standing right next to her.
Oh, hey Gertruda.
Hi.
We are shoulder to shoulder. It's occurring to me.
Gertruda, would you lead me to the bedroom you were talking about? I'll go with you. First,
sure.
Do you want to go too?
I can go investigate
Yes, I
Strahd.
am most useful as an investigator, as it is my profession.
Do you have like a scan or something first?
A what?
I guess not then. Okay.
What did you call me?
Nothing.
What is your...
I asked if you... it was not... No. Nothing bad at all. I was just asking if you had a programming. You obviously do not. Never mind.
So if you go to the bedrooms, Mordecai does what Mordecai's going to do. I can go talk to Anastasia in the dining room. Does that sound like a solid plan? I think I'll be all right. I'm extremely charismatic.
I'm charismatic.
Yes, you are, Mordecai. That's very true. I think Strahd likes you better than me.
Yeah, I hope so. Do you think we'll talk to him again soon? Because I'd like to have a word with him alone.
You should find him.
Did anyone else notice that he gave us this deal and then accepted the deal before it was actually agreed upon?
I did notice that, actually.
Yeah, there was no choice given there.
Yeah.
Gertruda, did you believe that that was a choice that we were given?
Oh, I was just really surprised that you wanted to leave.
Okay.
You haven't been outside, you wouldn't understand.
Would you like to be outside?
There. Outside of this castle? Out in Barovia? Absolutely.
No, outside of Barovia.
It's pretty great out there.
And Arnie sort of like tries to like swagger lean against a wall and like looks down at Gertruda, but not in like a rude way, just like I'm a little bit taller than you, I hope way. And do you know there are countries outside of Barovia, beyond the Barovian borders? And have you ever seen the sea?
No.
Would you like to?
It's beautiful.
What is that?
It is. Have you know the lake north of Vallaki? Have you ever seen the lake?
No.
Have you ever heard of the lake?
What's a lake?
It's a large.
Fantastic.
Think of like a bathtub.
I do have one of those.
But times like 100, like huge in the middle
At least
of the woods.
100.
At least 100, huge with fish in it.
Are we still talking about the
wow.
ocean or
No, we're talking about the lake. I'm trying to give her a sense of.
times 100? That's like a puddle.
Oh, right. Look, I'm not good at math. The sea
Fine,
is
200.
this huge place that's all water. And when the sun comes up, because you can see the sun when you're not in Barovia, the whole sun, it glitters off of the water like diamonds, like gorgeous sparkling diamonds. And it is truly one of the most beautiful things someone could ever witness. Would you like to see that?
That sounds really lovely. How far is it, though?
Oh, it's not too far. Just a little bit of travel, but I make travel much faster. And then I wink at her.
I believe the term is a hop and a skip away.
Yes.
It's 600 miles, Gertruda.
Thank you. That's
Yes.
a little more than hopping and skipping.
We could hop and skip. It's
For
more like
a few
300
weeks.
miles if I travel with you.
Cool.
I'm very speedy.
Maybe. Someday.
Someday soon, perhaps. Think on it. There are other things. There you can see the sun, which is truly just an incredible sight. I miss it deeply. There are huge cities where you can buy fancy dresses, and there are places where everyone's just happy. Just happy. They don't have to worry about vampires or devils or werewolves or...
Why would anyone worry about those things?
I want to go to those places.
So, you know, like you came here because of your mother?
Yes.
It's like that. There's a lot of mothers out there. There's a lot of your mothers out
Oh.
there. Yeah, exactly. Not good.
Well, then it's probably better that I stay here.
Mordecai?
Oh, I may have goofed.
No, he was just trying to put it into different terms.
I tried. Well,
You did.
let's continue on with this investigation. Would we like
So
to...
the bedroom?
Yeah, the bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, the bedroom.
Okay, so where are you guys heading?
I thought we were heading to the dining hall to...
Yeah, I heard like three different like things, and then it ended with "let's go to the bedroom," but ambiguous, just the bedroom.
I don't know where we're going
I
either.
believe we were going to Anastrasia's bedroom. because
Anastrasia's
that's where
bedroom.
we were
That's what I
supposed
thought.
to investigate.
Gertruda also said this. She doesn't really hang out in her bedroom like hardly ever. She's probably in the dining hall,
Right.
which is why
I
you were
want to
heading this
search the
direction.
bedroom.
Yeah, let's go to
But
the
Oh, you
bedroom.
know, search the bedroom while
Talk
she's
to
not
her.
there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was the key bit that I was missing.
So
That's-
what
I
if
love it when a plan comes together.
Mordecai and I talk to Anastasia while Fame, First, and Gertruda go upstairs to her room?
Oh,
I think that is a terrific idea.
I want to rummage so much.
I understand you want to rummage. If you want to go with them, I can speak to Anastasia alone.
Yes, I would rather Mordecai be caught by Strahd rummaging on his own.
Wait a minute.
You heard me.
That's rude.
Yes, so you're right, but it was just an anecdote. I don't want you to get hurt. I was trying to prove it.
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, Fame.
No, wait. I meant that. I just.
I'm just joshing you, Fame.
Oh,
yeah,
I hate
cool.
everything. Fame starts walking away.
All right, Fame, I'll catch up with you later.
Bye, Fame.
I just give her a little smile.
Yeah, she's so cute when she stumbles.
I think that she's secretly very confident, but only when she's in the woods.
So, having almost made it to the dining room, you guys do an about face and head the exact opposite direction, back the way you came, up through the.
I'm gonna stay and see if Anastasio's in the dining hall.
Okay.
But you can do everybody else first.
Okay. So you guys head back up through the the ballroom. Back up. Gertrude leads you back up to where you guys the study, and through a set of doors, you enter Anastasia's room.
I think that's a good point to take our first break.
Okay, let's do that.
Agreed.
All right, guys.
I didn't realize we got breaks.
Aha!
Yes.
Welcome to the future.
We didn't say this in the beginning, but we are doing a giveaway. We are giving away the last dice box, handmade by me, the Strahd dice box that I have made. The inside is black and red. Ooh, so spooky. So typing, is it giveaway or exclamation point giveaway?
Exclamation point giveaway.
Type that in chat to be entered. We'll pull for that at the end of the game tonight.
So excited. All right. See you in a few minutes, friends.
Be right back.
Bye.
Back behind him. Jenny?
I don't see any movement.
You're good, Mika. Back out now.
Where you at? I'm never doing that again. I told you.
Did you have your crucifix out?
I had it. I'm not good at these games. I just get scared.
I said, Abel, what do you know about goblins? So yes.
Okay. I know their basic anatomy, their diet, which consists of essentially garbage and greasy and fatty meats. Their general
forget
nature and behavior. Well, that's not the medical term for it, but yes. Why?
Well, goblins. We need each other, but we don't like each other. And it's a matter of making sure you stay useful, or else you get killed. So, stay useful, Abel.
From the furthest of lands and the most exotic of creatures.
They really are.
Rav, roll persuasion with Callista's help. So whatever your Callista's modifier is.
I got a
for
14.
persuasion. Plus,
My modifier for persuasion is -1.
I got a 13. You are not helping me.
So he looks.
You are not helping.
Sorry. He looks at you and says, he kind of raises one eyebrow and he says, "You're going to have to do better than that. These teeth are cracked." And he kind of tosses it back to you. And
I will give you a song and dance. Mostly a dance. You ever seen a water genasi dance?
It's beautiful.
It's
rare
great.
and exotic.
Stop talking. You're making it
roll one more persuasion -1.
Not like crowds. And I begin to remember the time that me and my brother escaped from the circus, our first heist in a way. And he died on the way out. He was shot by the ringleader named Becky.
Becky?
Master, because he's the largest, and that will be me. I've made it past the balls. This is the hard part. This is what always gets me. Big brain, Dylan. Only big. Let's go. Big whammy, no whammy. Oh, I made a mistake. I have made a mistake. I jumped the wrong time. Okay, Dylan, we got this. It's okay. Slime's not here yet. Just keep going. Here I go. Skeleton man.
Oh, no.
I got this. Okay. Big brain, no small. Big brain, no small. Made it. All right. Here we go now. It's the conveyor belt. Stay on the inside, Dylan. Yeah, let's go, Dylan.
Dylan, this is gonna make you real happy. You sound like Hamilton right now.
Let's do it. Nobody block my path, or I'll call you an asshole. Thank you, Skeleton Man, for falling. Okay, I made it to the swinging hammer slime. Let's go. Going up the ladder now. I'm going up the ladder. Let's go. It's not really a ladder, but I don't care. And I made it. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's go. Okay. Only big brain. No, only big brain. Only big brain now.
Only salvage anything I have equipped.
Sumner.
You look like that meme. People that put like a head on top of it. Exact. Sumner, that's what you look like right now, my dude.
I feel like with the background specifically, it's magical.
It really helps.
Guys, I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for this shit. Nothing good for
Who
me.
truly is?
Oh my god, Sumner, you're ridiculous.
Looks up into the air, remembering celibacy, and she says, "Away from here. Trying to respect you. It's weird."
I mean, it wouldn't be the first rule I've broken.
No!
I want a percentile die to see if that landed. I want to know if she's like hell yeah. Dang, Galvin.
95.
Nice.
Boy.
So she blushes and she goes to open the door and says, "There's a room upstairs." And then there's a tugging on the door.
Immediately, if we hear her say that, I'm letting go of the door.
Yeah.
And running.
She comes
So afraid.
Look, if you just turn around and you can see the town.
You can use chrysanthemum.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view.
Paint.
I wouldn't go in there. What did I just say?
Not trust her.
I wouldn't go in there.
And I rolled another giant weasel.
Yes! It's always a giant weasel. There's
like,
more
this
than
one's
just giant
familiar.
weasel, we promise, but
I just keep rolling a 6.
Let me find him. Hold on. Here he is.
Bag full of weasels.
That's all it is.
There he is.
You need to equip that to every map just in case.
That doesn't look like.
Kind of like a light, like you were knocking on the door and you like hit his chest instead, which is exactly what happened. May I help you with something?
Yeah. Here with the harbor.
Hang on, before I'm totally gonna interrupt you before you can even like before you can introduce yourself. Like first like pops in like in front of you like this.
Introducing the devil of Waterdeep. I give you Mordecai.
And then he goes right back to standing normally right behind him.
I'm afraid I don't recall requesting the services of entertainers for tonight.
You scare the shit out of Mordecai, but he doesn't show it.
And I just thought about James is multi-classing into Artificer at some point, so he can be a raw Artificer. Thank you to Penguin the Strong for that community gift. So just
I don't even know what else I could do with that.
How do you know this?
Well, my friend Thistle, you see, came to me on a hillside just this morning. And I was saying, hey, it's just Thistle. What's she doing here? And she approached me, right? And I was like, Thistle, what are you doing here? And she said, there's going to be a honey festival. And then she gave me bacon. And then I took my little toesies and I just whoa down the hill. And I told
First
you
off-
immediately.
First
what a
important
child story.
The most important question that I have for you, Tiny Bear. Do you have any more of the pocket bacon?
And we're back. Hello, everybody.
We're back.
Yeah.
So,
but we are back. I just want to say thank you so much to 0077, Monkey Man 1520, and Arts in Motion for the resubs. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here and being so nice and kind and generous
We
and amazing.
love it. Love to see it.
love to see you guys. We're back once again. We have a special guest. We have Kenzie with us, who is the Sea Cat, but that's SEA Cat. Playing Gertruda tonight. For the first hour, we had a wonderful ball. People danced with vampires, and Strahd asked our crew here if he would find out. He has it on good information that one of his brides is spying on him, giving his secrets to someone, but he doesn't know who, and so he's asked them to investigate. Gertruda, being a non-bride and therefore not privy to a lot of his secrets, so it couldn't be her, is kind of the tour guide for the group of the castle. They are currently in one of the bride's bedchambers while she is in the dining hall, setting up for planning for another event of some kind.
Before we get back into it, let's mention we have a giveaway going too.
That's right. We have a giveaway going on right now, guys. I don't know if you guys remember months ago when we hit 1,000 followers, we did a 24-hour charity stream. I made these dice boxes for Curse of Strahd. We have given away most of them, but the last one here, the Strahd-themed one, is the last one, and it'll be given away at the end of stream tonight. ! Giveaway in the chat to enter to win that. All right. And with that, we'll get back to it. You guys are in Anastrasia's bedchamber.
I immediately start snooping.
Okay. What are you snooping for?
Anything that looks, I guess, in the wrong setting.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
You got it, boss.
Gertruda, can you tell me what this room looked like before, so that maybe first could have a better time figuring out what might be wrong with it?
Well, I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was asking if you could... well, now I'm nervous. Well...
I'm not usually in here, especially not when she's not around.
New experiences. It's beautiful.
I got a 25, by the way.
So looking through this room, it's pretty barren, pretty empty. There's not even like a chest of drawers in here. There's a bed, there's a couch, there's a chair. There's a side table with some pieces of jewelry lying about, and nothing else.
Mordecai wants to sleight of hand one of the pieces of jewelry.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand.
Specifically when Gertruda or First is not looking. Nat 20, but it doesn't apply to skill checks. But it's so it's 24.
Okay. So 24.
And he's going to quickly put it into Gertruda's pocket.
Give me another sleight of hand check. Gertruda, give me a perception check, and you can have a +2 to that.
Okay.
I got an 18 for sleight of hand.
I got an 18 for perception.
Ooh.
So you feel something kind of in your, like, feel some movement in your petticoat. As you turn around, you see Mordecai, hands kind of going into your dress.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing?
I just thought maybe we got along, and I thought maybe, I don't know,
Got along well enough for what?
Listen, I found this and I thought you might like it.
What you found?
It's this beautiful brooch. Look at it. Look at how beautiful it is. And Mordecai looks at it for the first time. Red.
It is very pretty.
Isn't it?
Where did you find it?
I brought it from home.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Why would you want to give it to me?
Because you're so beautiful. Look at those eyes of...
Oh, thank you.
He begins to not believe he's getting away with this.
Oh, I mean...
So just keep it in your pocket. And,
in my pocket?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I wear it? It's so stunning.
It's embarrassing wearing something this nice.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yep. What's up first?
But it's really sweet. I'll find a place to put it that's special, I guess.
Mordecai turns really quickly as if like a child is hiding something behind his back. What's up first?
What are you doing to Gertruda?
I'm doing what I do, just...
He gave me this beautiful brooch.
Give it the roll wrestle.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that, Mordecai? Wow.
So Dylan, do I obviously recognize that as being on the table like 5 seconds ago?
I mean, give me a history check, but
okay.
But the answer's yes. I mean, unless you roll real shittily, like.
That was an 18 plus 4.
Yeah, no,
dude.
absolutely. There's not much in this room. You recognize the few pieces of jewelry that were on the only side table in this entire room.
Listen, first, look at me. First, look at me.
So one.
I'm your best friend.
You offer something taken, not even to your wife. What the?
Oh my goodness, you have a wife? You can't give me jewelry.
It's okay, it's a thing. She doesn't like things of civilization or something else. I don't know. Gertruda, she doesn't have to know. Relax, it's fine.
Oh no, I absolutely have to tell her.
No, her name's not Thistle. Her name is Sarah.
Don't know anybody named Sarah.
And she lives outside of Barovia. You'd hate that.
We've known each other for like 10 years.
Fame.
I'll take the jewelry and I will make sure that it finds its home.
Doesn't even match your weird lights. Ugh. Clashes
That would
with
make
your
me
outfit.
much happier. Although I do appreciate the gesture. It's very nice.
Mordecai begins to like frantically look for other shit to steal, even though people are looking at him, but he doesn't.
I'll say there's not much else to glean from this room. You get the sense that this is her room, but only out of formality, that she doesn't actually use this room.
Because this room is so barren, I kind of want to look for like secret things, nooks or something.
Give me a perception check. Yeah, perception.
4.
Stone walls, man.
Look at all these stone walls. Okay.
So these are like not wood, right?
Correct, Mordecai.
Awesome. This place ain't going nowhere.
I have gleaned all I can from this room. Has anyone else found anything? Other than this jewelry, Mordecai?
I can roll perception to gaze at the room.
Yeah.
Oh, please, you've been doing me so well today. 19. No, it's perception. 16.
16. So, as you look around the room looking for something else to steal, you find that the wall in the northeast corner seems to have a seam running along it.
Huh. Oh, just look at here. Hey, Fame, this seems to be your kind of expertise. Take a gander at this.
Sure.
Arnie, also take
The
a look
wall?
at this. And first, if you all look at this at the same time, I will be behind you, making sure you're safe.
I'm not there.
Arnie? Oh, Arnie's not here. Thank you. Here I am talking to nothing again.
Yes, don't worry, Mordecai. I will come and see this.
Thank you.
As I did just ask you if you found anything, so thank you for replying.
I'm not replying to you first. And like from like the bed, you see Fame like looking underneath the bed, like just looking for like boxes or trinkets or some sort of note or love letter, something indicate or a diary.
You give me an investigation check.
Sure. Nat 20 plus 24.
So 24. You search under the pillows, under the mattress itself. You look for like maybe a sewn-in like pocket in the drapery. You look under the bed. You find nothing, no diaries or anything.
Well, now I will answer you first. I have found nothing.
Oh, good. I was not. I was more giving, as they say, shit to Mordecai.
That's all right, as long as it's not me.
Now, Mordecai, what would you like to show us?
The seam here on the side, it seemed like a secret entrance of some kind. I don't know. I don't know.
Am I understanding this wall contraption?
Are you going to try to open it?
Sure. I will. Can I like investigate like how?
Yeah, I mean you push on it and it like pushes in and can be slide to the right.
Oh, okay.
Revealing a passageway, and we are going to cut to Arnie, who is downstairs as all this is going on.
Yes.
Oh, wrong one. We're in this one. All right. So everyone but Arnie has moved on to bigger and better things. But Arnie, you find yourself outside of the dining room.
I'm going to knock on the door.
You knock on the door and the knock echoes in these large hallways. It's a solid wood door in a large drafty castle. It echoes. As you, after a moment of silence, the door opens and you do see Anastasia. Yes. Can I help you?
Good evening, ma'am. My compatriots were escorted throughout the castle, but I was feeling a little peckish, and I heard that perhaps you were the lady to talk to about food.
Ah, yes, if you're still hungry, please come in. I will make sure that any guest of my husband is treated with the utmost honor and dignity. As she leads you in, you see plates floating about, a lot of them being cleared from the dinner you guys had. Some new plates are being brought out. New candles are being set. Please bring some. Have Cyrus bring some nice. What's?
Oh, I'm not picky. Just meat, perhaps. Something.
Bring her some of the spicy jerky. Yes. They will be here momentarily with a snack for you.
Oh, wonderful. I just, big strength requires lots of food. Speaking of your husband, he just sort of disappeared on us earlier, and does he do that often?
My lord is... He likes to get around the castle.
Pardon me for being brash or perhaps rude, but I'm just curious, what is it like being married to Count Strahd von Zarovich? Do you find yourself feeling fulfilled here.
Are you curious, Arnie?
You could say that. I'm intrigued.
Intrigued.
A lovely lady like yourself here. It's just interesting.
Life in the castle is a luxurious one. My lord affords every comfort he can, and every comfort there is to be had in Barovia. We have feasts when we need to. We entertain guests. I myself have pursued a few hobbies myself. Although I cannot say how good I am at cooking, but I've tried to recreate the recipes.
Well, you have eternity to learn, do you not?
Exactly. My lord himself has studied. I can't imagine there's any subject he has not mastered at this point. He is quite an accomplished wizard, warrior. He is well studied, well read. He can recite beautiful poetry at the drop of a hat.
Can he
Truly
write beautiful poetry at the drop of a hat?
He's truly the most magnificent man.
Man is a strong word, is it not? He's not a man per se.
You're right. He is a lord.
That is true. What drove you to him? Am I asking too many questions?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh. Okay. I'm not good at these. That's a 2. I rolled a 3, so it's a 2.
All right. What person is not drawn to a man who can provide them with a better future?
That's not a bad answer.
Woman, we all seek ways to improve our fortunes, and when you have an opportunity to have a better life, and the man is as handsome as my husband is, would you not take the opportunity?
Oh, I don't know if I would give up my humanity for the opportunity to live forever in a castle like this.
Humanity. You mortals always talk about humanity. Oh, you've lost your humanity. You don't remember what it is to be human. You don't even know what it's like to be me.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
So you don't understand what is lost even. You may not see it. You may not know what is there, what is gone. How can you sit in judgment of me if you can't even walk a mile in my shoes?
Well, judgment is a strong word. I'm merely curious.
To answer your question, no. My humanity was not too large a price to pay for eternity.
So you would consider yourself a happy lady?
Oh, yes.
You don't mind sharing your husband with other people?
Being married to Strahd is not... It's a mixture of love and fear, passion and despair, beauty and terror, all at once. If I live with the constant fear that if my husband ever were to grow bored of me, he would lock me in the catacombs beneath the castle and I would live for eternity starving. The cold tomb. Nothing to quench my hunger. So I strive always to serve him, please him, remain useful to him.
That sounds less like love and more like terror.
The love of eternity is a different kind of love than what you might experience.
That's true. I think I'm feeling love now, but that's irrelevant to this conversation.
Tell me, she takes you by your arm, who is it you have fallen for?
Oh, it's not important, really. I don't think she feels the same.
How can you be so sure?
Well, every time I try.
Spoken of this with your would-be lover.
No, but we did dance, so I suppose that works.
Ah, fame.
Yes.
Oh.
Must be very interesting. I have found myself gazing at fame. Having the ability to change one's face at the drop of a hat. You fancy a mustache one day, you fancy a small, thin man that you could break into the next. All of it could be had with just but one person.
I think I prefer her in her natural state more than anything else.
I guess if you don't have eternity to try out everything you can, it's best to find someone who tickles your fancy.
It's true, I don't have eternity, but I do have this evening.
You do have this evening.
Well, I don't want to bother you much more than I already have, I'm certain.
No, as long as you are a guest in my lord's castle, you are no bother. Ah, here it is. And a plate floats down with some large strips of bacon on, or jerky on it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Spicy jerky.
We had that prepared for Thistle.
Oh, yes.
We know she likes her spicy jerky.
Have you seen Thistle anywhere, by chance?
No, I cannot say that I have.
She meanders off at times, but...
I would suggest trying to find her. Not everything in this castle obeys Strahd's will.
Oh, she'll take care of herself,
Some of them
I'm
tend
sure.
to be the mindless beasts of the castle, but better to take caution. She pats you on the arm and walks you back to the door of the dining hall.
One last question. Are there any wives that you don't get along with? Or feel aren't as happy to be here as you are?
Well, Ludmilla she's fun. She's fun to poke at, but she's been here for so long. Strahd only keeps her around because she manages to keep him entertained, if not herself, through others. But she has this air of superiority just because she's been here for a couple 100 years more than I have. She does nothing for taking care of the castle. She sits in the study all the time, just reading, practicing, planning, whatever she's doing, I don't know. She does not take care of the grounds. She does not entertain guests. All she does is find a new bride for Strahd every couple centuries.
That does seem like a bore. I wonder if she gets bitter finding wives that would potentially replace her.
I'm not sure if she feels bitter about it. I think at this point she is much more fearing for her own immortal safety. Does not wish to be put into a catacomb.
That does sound like a terrible way to spend an eternity. And I'll take her hand and I'll kiss the back of it, and then I'll do like a very deep bow. And I'll say, thank you for your company while I munched on this snack. You are a lovely lady.
She gives kind of like a little curtsy, and thank you for your beautiful compliments, Arnott.
Good evening. And then I'm going to try my best to find my friends.
Give me a D percentage roll.
Oh boy, okie dokie. 86.
All right. You know they went up. So you find a set of stairs and you begin to go up.
Up is where I head.
So we'll cut back to Mordecai first, Gertruda, Fame, and Irina in Anastasia's bedchamber. And cut us back over there.
So before I go down this dark passage, I would like to put that, brooch back on the stand that Mordecai took it from.
I'll take it from you. Don't worry. I'll put it back.
No, it's quite all right.
Okay.
I want everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw, except Gertruda.
Oh.
Well, that just sounds not.
I knew this die was going to betray me. 3.
9.
How'd I do, champ? Did I make it?
Hey, like 13.
We'll find out. Let's keep going.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
Okay, here we go. Continuing down the secret passageway.
All right. Kind of expecting it because you've come to you've been in a secret room. Get to the end of the hall, you suspect there's a secret door here, and there is indeed. This semicircled indenture into the room rotates in a circle, kind of pivots along the middle.
Well, might as well see where this goes, Mordecai.
Yeah.
You pivoted around and it leads you back into the hallway that Gertruda first brought you here.
Huh. Interesting. Crawl space, escape space, servant space. Gertruda, did you know about this passage?
No.
Huh. Say, how long have you been here?
How long have I been here? That is a good question.
You've been here for maybe 2 weeks.
Only about 2 weeks, so I haven't explored all the secrets, and it seems strange to be in places that belong to other people. So I don't do much poking around.
Say.
Welcome to the life of an investigator.
Interesting.
How do you deal with the anxiety?
I just don't.
Oh.
I have an anxiety for myself.
Right.
I just have all of the first anxiety, I guess.
Oh.
Yes, Fame is fond of collecting my anxiety for me.
Oh. Okay. That seems like a terrible trade.
It's not willing.
But as long as it works for you, I guess.
I don't even know if it works for me.
Oh.
I will stop delivering my anxiety to you then, Fame.
In a package.
Yes.
Where are we going? And I...
Oh, good question. Where do you want to go next? We should also probably close this up, so...
Oh.
That is a good idea.
We can keep it open and say we saw someone running away and kind of arise suspicion amongst them and see who panics the most.
That's actually a really good idea. In fact, don't the bad things have like really good smell, like scent? Could they smell us in here?
It's a good question. Gertruda, another personal question.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the thing now. Do you know the nature of the types of creatures you live with? Open-ended question.
Mean?
No wrong answer.
No wrong answer?
Like, how often do they come into their bedrooms? Do they sleep long hours at night? Do they eat vegetables?
Yes, Gertruda.
Hmm?
How is the investigation going, my friends? As you turn around, Strahd is standing right behind you.
Well, Strahd, and Fame, like, gets down again.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. Are you going to pop up after every little side adventure we take here?
No, not after every little sign, but when someone takes something from my castle, I take note of it.
Who took what?
I actually have quite a collection of thieves' hands taken directly from those who have stolen from my castle.
Really? That is awful that they would think to do that to you, Count Strahd.
Yes, some people think they are brave, clever, sneaky. They can steal from me and I will not discover it.
Well, if anyone steals anything, you can count on us to take their left or right hand. Which do you? Or both. I can do both. Both hands.
I take thieving hands.
Both hands it is, champ. All right, champ. Well,
have you found anything?
How long have you been suspicious of someone creeping in your castle? Listening to you, sneaking up on being all sneak. Mordecai's visibly nervous.
For a few weeks now.
Few weeks, huh?
And what gave you this feeling?
A sensitive piece of information that only was privy to me, Rahadin, my brides, seem to have been exposed outside of the walls of this castle.
I see. And why do you already remove Rahadin from the list of suspects?
Rahadin has served me my entire life. He has been my brother in arms since before I became Lord of Barovia. He is my adopted brother and the closest thing I have to family. My brides, for one reason or another, are loyal to me, but not the way Rahadin is.
Notable information. Now, what is the sensitive information that was leaked?
It may help.
That is not for you to know.
How do we know if it is the information we are seeking if we don't know what we're seeking?
You're not trying to find my information. You're trying to find a spy.
All right. Well, but what is something that, like, only one of them would know that we could use as a, you know?
I have an alternative. I see where you're going. Fame. Let me expand on that.
Yes, please.
What if we instead had you tell them each something different? Along the same lines, but different enough in details that you would be able to determine who is the leak. Simply by hearing what information comes back.
That would work, certainly, but that would take weeks, if not months, for the information to circle back to me. I need to know now.
Now, I'm just spitballing here, but what if we, Gertrude, cover your ears? What if we just killed them all and just started over, clean slate? No, Gertrude, you're good. Gertrude, you're good. Gertrude!
Fame is just standing there, wide open mouth, staring at Mordecai, like, what the fuck?
That is a very interesting suggestion, Mordecai, and it certainly would work, but...
Perfect. So
it would be quite lonely here in this castle. It already is as sparsely populated as it is. Gertruda has been a welcome ray of sunshine in this castle.
She is nice, isn't she?
I try.
If we were to do as you suggest, Mordecai, that would simply leave myself, Cyrus, Rahadin. And until Gertruda decides to leave, Gertruda will be here, but...
Well, don't discount the guy in your wine cellar. I mean, he's worth something too, right?
He's not much for company.
I imagine, but, I mean...
Well, if you have found nothing yet, I suppose I will...
Reboot.
Take my leave.
Yes, we will probably have you pop up behind us when we find out more information for you.
Humorous is always first. He turns around and walks down the hallway into this big set of spiral stairs you first came up here from.
Well, now that he is just around the corner, why don't we go find Arnie and see what they have found?
Arnie, you are heading up a spiral staircase.
Yes.
And it's going on for longer than you thought it will. Are you? Go ahead.
Let's see how confident I am with where I'm going. Oh, damn. I'm pretty confident that this is the right way.
Okay.
But if I do see anybody, I will ask them for... I will ask them if they've seen my friends, because I'm just horribly lost here and I have no idea where I should be going.
So you continue heading up the stairs and move us over here now. You come to a door at the top of the staircase on the far left side of the map, I believe. Somewhere.
Found myself.
Oh my god, it's so big.
Oh. Well. Is it like a fancy door or is it just a wooden door?
It's just a wooden door.
Nope.
But it does have the letter Z.
I'll knock.
As you knock, the door seems to open.
Yeah.
Standing just inside is Escher.
Oh. Hello. I'm sorry to intrude.
Not at all. Can I help you?
Well, I thought I was relatively confident about the layout of this place, but my friends were getting a tour of the castle, and I fell behind. I went back to get a snack, and then I just pat my pocket with the jerky. Do you perhaps know the way back to the ballroom? Maybe I can find them there.
Yes, I can help you with that. It took me a while to get used to this castle as well. It seems to be a maze, despite just being a castle.
I'm really glad that I'm not the only one who feels that way. I'm so lost.
It happens. Come, and he offers you his arm.
I'll take his arm.
And he leads you back down the stairs. He leads you.
While we're walking.
Mm-hmm.
So what brings you to be a husband to Strahd?
It's a rather long story.
I feel that we probably have some time. You could give me the short... Are you happy here?
I've made my choice.
That doesn't sound like happiness.
I would say I'm happy. Regrets maybe, but nothing that's overpowers the comfort I have now.
I heard that if you make Strahd unhappy, you get locked in the catacombs. Is that true? Or was that just a scary story?
I haven't seen it myself, but there are a large number of sarcophagi in the Undercroft. I imagine that would be the case. But as long as I'm entertaining or useful, I'll be around.
Do you feel like any of his brides are on thin ice with him? He seems like such a fickle person to keep pleased.
He's not so fickle as he is just... He's lived so long. Everything seems... He gets bored easy because he's seen everything, you know. I think that's why he wanted to have me. I was something different, some new spice to his life.
Different flavor of wine.
We had some fun times too. Although the last maybe 18, 20 years, he's been driven. He's been searching for something.
Someone, perhaps?
He gives you kind of a knowing look. As you reach the bottom of the staircase to the bottom, the base floor, or the stairs you first came up, he says, if you take those stairs up to the right, it'll take you to the ballroom.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the company and the small conversations, and I'll give him like a slight bow and a wink.
As he kind of steps away and heads back up the stairs, he very subtly slips something into your hand.
Oh. I'll take it, and as I'm walking towards the stairs that he directed me to, I'll sort of just like peep at it.
So in what he handed you was some object that was wrapped by a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
The paper reads, "Not everyone here is an enemy." And inside is a small... Give me a religion check.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let me just throw them dice. 11.
You think it's some kind of religious symbol, but you're not sure for whom.
I will drop it into the deep pocket of my coat, the one that is hidden on my chest over my heart, because I feel this is excruciatingly important information. And then I will confidently stride up those stairs because I just got to flirt with 2 people and I feel like I did a great job investigating. I'm very proud of myself.
All right. So, snapping back to Gertruda and gang, what is your next investigatory move?
I hope we find something relevant soon.
Yeah,
I really would like to see Strahd, not quite so sad.
Yeah. What do you like? I don't know. I should probably think before I talk, huh? I'm gonna try that from here on out. Here on forth.
Also, didn't we leave someone somewhere?
Oh my goodness, we did. Arnie.
Not sure why for anything, but yes, also Arnie.
All right. Well, left or right? Gertruda, what's your favorite direction? Left or right?
Oh, I always go left.
Always go left. Well, we're gonna go left.
So you head left down the set of stairs, and that takes you to the ballroom, where you meet up with Arnie, coming up the set of stairs.
Friends!
See? Your favorite direction worked out.
Just on our way to meet you, Arnie.
I got so lost, I actually accidentally found my way to Asher's room.
Oh.
Did you find any information?
Does he bite?
Well, no. No. He doesn't bite. What did you find?
A secret passage that led to the hallway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pertinent.
We don't know why.
Gertruda tried to take something from one of the other wives, and I stopped her. So I got my eyes on her.
Oh.
What?
It's all right, Gertruda. I don't believe him. I did talk to The wife that cooks. Not good with names. Starts with Anastasia. That one. And she said we should look into Ludmilla. Gertruda, is there a restroom around here that I could use?
Sure.
Could you take me to one? Fame, do you need to go to the restroom? Would you like an escort? I would like an escort. I would feel much more comfortable with an escort.
I will come with you if you're scared.
I am terrified of this place. Thank you.
I'm coming. She sighs. I'm coming.
Just me and you first.
We'll be back in just a moment. Gertruda, where is the restroom?
This way.
Wonderful. How about you go and entertain the Mordecai and first, and we'll catch back up in just a moment. Shy Tinkler.
Oh, sure.
So
don't get lost again.
I'll do my best.
Do you ever have that awkward moment where you have a huge map looking for a bathroom and there's just not one?
No, it's okay. Can we just pretend there's one near the ballroom?
Yeah.
It's the dining room.
I'm looking for some space that's this is a small empty spot that I can just pretend is a bathroom.
We just go in the fireplace and then we light the fireplace.
Yeah, vampires don't poop, so don't worry.
So here, I'll move you guys over. That's the drawing tool.
All the way over to this area.
Yeah, I'll move you guys over here. Ignore the guy.
Ignore the guy.
I can't see the guy yet.
Just said they were a shy tinkler.
Oh, because Arnie's not.
Arnie's not there yet.
There's Arnie. Boom.
Oh, there's
a guy just
that was one of the guys that was at the ball. He was a ghost. You spoke to him for a little bit. His name is Leaf Lipsiege. He's Strahd's accountant who worked so hard that his body just collapsed, but he just kept on working.
I love it. So we walk into the bathroom, and I immediately spin around to Fame. And I look up.
I was right. What do you want?
Look at this, and I'm gonna. Do you recognize this? And I'm gonna pull the emblem out of my pocket, but not the note yet.
Do I recognize this? I think so.
Give me a religion check.
All right. Huh, that looks mighty familiar with my 21.
Pull out my actual Curse of Strahd book this time. So, this is a holy symbol. Wait. Oh, right. I'm a dingus. Okay. I have in my notes where the information is, so I have to reference it in the actual book. It is a holy symbol of, I believe it's the Morning Lord, but let me double check just to be sure. Yes.
A holy symbol of the Morning Lord?
Yes.
Do you recognize this, Fame?
I do. It's the holy symbol of the Morning Lord.
Oh, I had no idea. I'm so glad you knew. I found it, and I'm going to wink at Fame, while I was lost in the castle. My question for you is, how committed are you to turning over this person whose ideals seem aligned?
What do you mean?
Well,
you mean obviously yes, but what do you mean?
Well, I think I know who it might be.
All right.
Are we turning them in, or are we helping them?
Why do you question your decision?
I feel that helping someone who has killed hundreds of thousands of people and keeps young, gullible women in a place that is excruciatingly dangerous to them probably isn't someone I would like to align morals with, and we've already done that on accident once.
So what is the danger to us if we don't?
He kills us. We don't get to leave.
That's my point, yes. I work out of fear, and I fear death, so that's my answer.
I understand that you fear death. let's continue.
Maybe not wanting to be ripped apart by a vampire. I don't know. That's not really the best way to die. I don't know what a cool way to die would be, but that's
if it comes to that, I'll kill you myself if that makes you feel a little better. I'll make it fast.
That makes me feel absolutely awful.
Oh. It was a gesture of love. Anyways, let's go back to the party. And then I'm just going to like rush out of the bathroom.
All right. You rush out of the bathroom and nearly bump into First as you round the corner.
Hello, First.
Oh, hello, Arnie.
I was holding that tinkle in this whole evening. Let's there we go. Let's keep on investigating. Let's talk to Ludmilla.
Sounds good.
All right.
Did you want to actually talk to Ludmilla, or did you want to go sneak into an empty bedroom again?
Oh, okay.
We could sneak into an empty bedroom again. Perhaps someone else could entertain Ludmilla while we investigate her room.
Who's good at entertaining?
Mordecai raises his hand very quickly.
I'm sure that Thistle won't mind you being alone with Ludmilla.
Yeah, which is she the pretty one?
I think they're all pretty.
Oh,
oh my god.
All right, yeah, I'll entertain the hell out of her. Does that mean that you want me? Do you want her to be like happy, right?
Well, as happy as where does Ludmilla usually spend time? Young lady.
Gertrude, you know she usually hangs out in the study.
Oh, she's usually in the study.
Oh, good.
Presumably studying things, I guess. I don't really know what she does in there now that I'm thinking about it.
How old is she, and how much could she possibly be studying for that long?
That's all right. I'll
I
go
don't
make her
ask
smile.
anyone's ages.
There it is. Picture of the brides and Escher.
The
brides and the brode.
And Escher. I'm so partial to Escher for reasons that aren't necessarily important.
I love Escher.
So Mordecai, if you'd like to go speak with Ludmilla, then Gertrude can lead us to her room.
Yeah, no problem.
Great.
Alrighty. Gertrude, you actually don't know where Ludmilla's room is.
I'm not entirely sure where her room is.
You know where the general direction might be?
Do I know where the general direction might be?
I can find out.
No idea.
I can find out.
You've only ever seen her in Strahd's presence when he summoned her, or in the study.
I can put the moves on her and find out where that room is.
Why don't we all... That sounds awful. Why don't we all just go talk to her?
Yeah,
in the study?
I'll gang up on her.
Oh, that's not... Oh my god.
Not like that, Fame. Come on now.
You're the one who... Oh, now you made me feel good.
No. It's fine. I'm sure she's very pretty. Just as pretty as Escher and Gertruda and Irina and Fame and all that. Anyways, let's continue on. And then, Gertruda, please.
What?
To the study, then?
To the study.
Yes.
You're bringing me to the blood-sucking, jackpot, and if I don't leave with a single vampire, I'm going to be very upset.
You can't leave with any vampires. They don't exist, silly.
Yeah, you're right, Gertruda. You're so right. I'm very worried.
That's a very funny fantasy that you have, though.
I very politely put my hand on Gertruda's forearm in a very, very sweet manner. Do you actually believe that?
Do you actually believe in vampires? I thought only children still believed in vampires.
So you were unable to tell me his standard day-to-day activities. Does he sleep?
What?
What?
I mean,
yes, yes, Strahd. Any of them, all of them, all of them.
I mean, I don't exactly keep a close eye on any of their schedules. That's kind of their private business.
You're definitely not the narc.
It would be rude.
I agree with that, Mordecai. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be the one. Should I be the one? I look at the group. Should I be the one to?
I just give her the awesome thumbs up. I'm like, you're doing great.
So, what do you think of Strahd's reign over the entirety of this area? How do you think that came to be?
I mean, the same way that any noble prince takes control over a castle and an area.
Yes, he's very hot. I get it. So, do you think that... I'm trying to think... Oh.
How old do you think he
Fame
is?
is struggling to talk because she's never talked this long. Mordecai, just help.
You need some water.
Always.
Gertruda, so the wine cellar have you seen the wine cellar? I presume not.
No.
No, so you've been here for maybe 2 weeks, which is bizarre because I feel like we've seen significantly more of this place than you have, and which is fine.
Maybe.
And that's okay. We're glad we met you, Gertruda. We love you very much. Now, hold my hands as I tell you something very cool, but it's gonna hurt a little bit. Are you ready?
Well, why would you tell me something that would hurt me?
Because I have to tell, because I want to help you. We fear for you, and Strahd is a vampire. He does creep on the lifeblood of Barovia, or what was.
Oh my goodness, you're serious.
I'm afraid so.
Or sorry, I take back my laughter. It's very rude. I
understand how ridiculous.
Why would you think that?
It's not so much a thought as much as it is a fact, dearest. You are. Listen.
Well, how long have you been here in this castle? What, a day? 2?
Less than, hopefully no more.
I feel like, even with only my 2 weeks, I would have noticed.
That's okay.
A vampire.
I suppose yeah, it's kind of silly, right? It's another joke. See, I was just
very funny.
Isn't it good? I'm pretty good. And Mordecai's gonna walk by Fame mouthing, I tried, I don't know.
So
I could say anyone's a vampire. Oh yes, they're a vampire.
What's the scariest thing you can possibly think of?
A really big spider. The hairy ones.
Okay, I can't turn into that. I thought you were going to say your mom. Never mind. I'm done.
Oh, I try not to think about her. If I can help it. All of you do seem to bring her up an awful lot. Why don't we get to the study?
Fair. I'll follow.
So you guys make your way to the study, where you do see Ludmilla reading a book, standing in front of the bookshelf, actually, but book open, and she is very focused on reading the book.
Is there a desk in here that seems like one that she uses for her studies?
There's kind of a coffee table-esque thing in the center. There are 2 armchairs facing the fireplace. And other than that, the walls are just surrounded by books, just lined with books all up and down the walls. Beast's Castle in the library, that, but not 100 square feet, more 30 square feet.
Does I'm gonna walk over to the fireplace. I'm not even gonna say hi to Ludmilla. I'm just gonna sort of meander over to the fireplace. Does one of the chairs look more satin than the other?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 12.
No, not really.
All right, I'll sit in the one. I'll sit in this one right here. I'll just sort of flop down, and I'm gonna start fussing with my coat.
Would you please stop that? I'm trying to study here.
Oh, am I bothering you?
She says nothing and continues reading.
I'll remain seated and continue to fuss with my coat.
I'd like to kind of move up and see if I can, I don't know, glean anything from the book that she's reading.
Give me a perception check, see if you can even tell what the book is.
It is a 14.
It looks to actually be a book on the history of Barovia.
Mordecai,
How long
didn't
have you been in Barovia?
Oh.
She sighs and closes the book and places it on the table. She faces you first, folds her hands in front of her dress. I have lived in Barovia my whole life.
Why do you read this book on the history?
She looks down at the book. So that I can better understand the land that I live in. Why it is the way it is.
And what have you learned so far?
Why are you being so inquisitive about all this?
I'm curious.
About?
Oh, just one's ability to stay in one place for so long.
You have a soul. I can feel it, but you don't have a mortal body.
Is this not a mortal body?
Oh, it can be killed. Anyone can be. But you seem to be immune to the effects of aging and natural deaths, perhaps. So let me give you a bit of advice from someone who's been down this road. There are many, many aspects of life. If you're going to live a long one, it's best to study from every angle and every perspective that you can.
You know, my creator once told me that, and I think I would agree.
Is there anything else you needed from me?
I heard through the grapevine that...
As you say grapevine, you do see her like very slightly, but she does kind of roll her eyes a little bit.
I've heard that there is trouble in paradise, as it were.
Did you hear this from Anastasia? She's a terrible gossip.
I may have not. It's not really my place to say who. It's just a matter of the grapevine, if you get my drift.
The only grapevine in Ravenloft is Anastasia. But go ahead. Trouble in paradise?
So, Anastasia is known for being such a gossip. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, does anything come to mind for you if I were to bring that up?
I'm not sure what you mean by trouble in paradise.
It's been said that one of the brides may not be so happy.
We're all happy. As far as I can tell. I can only speak for myself. But I'm pleased with this life.
I mean, who wouldn't be surrounded by all of these books?
Can Mordecai come sit down as well? Is he within earshot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mordecai's gonna sit down. Ugh. Hope you don't mind us. Pop a squat, as they say.
No, please. I wasn't trying to study or anything, but you are my Lord's guest, so how can I entertain you?
You can entertain me. Listen, I'm not here to reap any entertainment from you. I've had a great time here. You guys are very hospitable, and your home is lovely. But I can't help but ask, where do you guys sleep? These beds look damn unused.
I'm not sure what beds you've seen, but the beds do get used. Gertruda, do you not have a fine room that you stay in?
Oh, yes, it's lovely.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that bed counts.
Well, Gertruda is alive and well. And he looks...
very strong, very, very vessel-y and
full of
bloody.
blood.
Yeah.
So alive.
Look at that heart.
Breathing oxygen.
You look great, Gertruda.
You really
look. Thank you.
The color in your skin is so
yes,
pink,
so pink
and full of life and vigor.
Is there
I'm
a
gonna
point
start
to all of this?
rifling.
She's not a vampire.
I want to start rifling through the books on the shelves. I'm just gonna slowly start not digging through them, but just sort of peeking at the titles and making myself busy.
Ooh, this one's a pop-up.
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Is there a point to this line of questioning?
She's not a vampire, he says through his teeth.
So she gets tired.
How astute of you.
Yes, I get it. We don't read as many books as you, but... sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
I mean no disrespect. You have your lifestyle, we have ours. But I was just curious, for sake of conversation. Not as a disturbance in privacy or any of the kind. That's all. Just curious. You imagine how rare of an opportunity this is for someone like us.
Yes, it's not every day that my lord invites people to dine at his castle, but it's not every day that strangers from outside Barovia come into our land.
Exactly. So, about those living quarters. Where do you sleep?
Recording in progress.
Uh-oh.
Recording stopped.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm malfunctioning again.
Is this table bugged?
So sorry.
No. It's not bugged.
Okay, well, you got one of them here. Someone suspects somebody as something. And, well, you said Anastasia? That's who you suspect? Or if anything was to come from anybody, is that what you're saying?
She is a terrible gossip.
What are your thoughts on Gertruda here? She your friend or your pet?
Gertruda is our guest. For as long as she wishes to stay, so says our Lord.
So welcoming. I rolled an 18.
So the books on the shelves are of a wide variety of subjects. You see several of them are books that are the study of magics. A number of them are books on war, tactics. You find a couple books on geology, sediments, and mineral types of the local land. You find a couple books of poetry. But
how big is the symbol that Escher gave me? Like, would it fit between the pages of a book?
Oh yeah, the book will like have a little like lump you could see in it, but it's not like it won't close.
So in one of the war books, like the strategy books, I would like to slide the symbol into one of them while Ludmilla is looking at Mordecai, or first, like I want to pay attention to the conversation and wait for her attention to be elsewhere. And then I want to slide it into one of those.
Okay. As you slide, give me a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Before I go on with this, at least.
Don't do me dirty. That's 17, 19.
19. All right. So Mordecai and First are having this conversation with Ludmilla. You begin perusing the books. You take one off the shelf. You open to a page. You pretend to read it for a little bit. As you take out the holy symbol and go to place in the book, you hear a voice in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
There is a grave to the west with roses that never die, in a place built by healers in a village called Kresk. When all turns to darkness, touch this holy symbol to the grave to summon the light and find a treasure long lost.
Oh, well, I'm gonna slide that back into my pocket. Scraps that plan. Flip through the pages a couple more times, and I'll close the book and slide it back in before I go sort of stand near Fame.
Why do you look nervous?
What?
Why do you look nervous?
We're in a castle surrounded by vampires. Am I not supposed to be nervous?
I mean, I'm assuming they can hear you, but yes.
I mean, I am assuming they know I'm nervous, so...
They can also probably smell everything.
Ludmilla, can you smell it if I'm anxious? Is there a difference?
She just smirks.
Ludmilla, is there such thing as mind wooglies?
Oh, yes, mind wooglies.
Like specifically your kind, are you able to enchant?
Woogly.
Yes, are you able... my people call it mind wooglies. Why do you guys find that so funny?
Oh, I've heard the term mind wooglies. Oh, I've learned it. I've read it. Heard anyone actually use it out loud. Mind wooglies, or enchantment magic, it is definitely something that we can do, but no more than you. Perhaps charming might be a little easier for us, but...
Do you think that Strahd would be able to charm someone and do?
Oh, my lord!
She just looks at...
My lord is a great practitioner of the arcane arts.
Hmm. So would you say that the Wooglies have hit Gertruda or no?
Gertruda has only been touched by
to be fair, Ludmilla, that is a yes or no question.
The only one who has had an effect on her mind is her mother.
So do you think that she is here because her mother is keeping her here, or because Strahd is keeping her here?
would be a question for Gertruda.
Hey, Gertruda. I know you've been spacing out at the books, and I know that you're being very polite and not listening, but and I hate to bring up your mother yet again. Did your mom send you here, or is Strahd keeping you here?
Neither.
Do you just not remember?
No, I was lucky enough to escape my mother, and I came here to keep myself safe from her. There are some people in town who call her Mad Mary. Maybe you've heard of her.
Have I?
You've actually met Mad Mary.
Yeah, we got actually, it wasn't it?
It was me and starts with a V.
Vasily?
Vasily, yeah, it was me and I think Vasily.
I think you and Isaac were going out to the church, but Arnie, Fame, Mordecai, and Thistle were in the house with Irina. No, you were all there because she bursted in after, like right after meeting Arnie. She burst in to Isaac's house, saying that her daughter had been taken by the devil.
Oh, wow,
Yeah, Arnie remembered that earlier, but hasn't said anything because it never quite felt like the right time to be like, oh yes, Mad Mary, the woman who cries in her house over your doll, begging for us to bring you back to her because she misses her child so incredibly much. I'll be honest, Gertruda, I thought you were in fact an actual small child, not
a grown woman, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sure she would like to think that I was in fact still small. It must have been a lot easier to keep me when I was that small.
Oh, I would imagine.
And Gertruda, how old are you now?
Now I am my mid-20s, I think. I remember that
20s?
correct?
Yeah.
Mid to late 20s, yeah. Almost 30.
I am also almost 30.
And your mother kept you in your house for all those years?
Until 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And we're so glad you escaped that monster. Ludmilla walks up and kind of gives you a comforting pat on the arm. Like she takes your arm and like kind of pats your forearm.
I'm very happy to be here.
I'm sure everyone in this castle is very excited and happy to meet you.
Everyone's been very friendly, mostly.
Who hasn't been friendly to you?
Oh, well, you know, not everyone is overly talkative or, that's all.
Interesting.
There was one of the brides that you mentioned earlier. I think their name started with a V, but I'm not great at names.
Valinta Popovsky.
Yes. Who's not overly friendly.
Don't take it personally, dear. She's insecure.
Oh.
Interesting.
Perhaps we should talk to insecure Valenta next. Thank you for your time, Ludmilla. This is a lovely study.
Thank you.
Of course. She escorts Gertruda and by the arm, but kind of leading the rest of you to the door before opening it for you and kind of politely, but she's being a little forceful, pushing you out the door.
Sorry we bothered you.
Always a pleasure, Gertruda. She closes the door. Gertruda, you know that Valenta tends to spend a lot of her time in the basement. You haven't really been down there, though. But today's the day. So,
first time for everything. Do you want to go to the basement?
Never thought I'd say yes to that, but let's do it.
Perhaps we could take a little side trip to the wine cellar and grab a drink for the road.
Yeah. Sure, Gertrude, you like wine, right? The finer things in life.
Just not too much of it. I only just had some when I arrived a couple weeks ago.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's right. You'll season to it. Don't worry. Just, I believe, was it First or Mordecai who said to avoid the bottles without a label?
First.
Correct.
Well, that makes sense. Then you don't know what's in it. Could be dangerous.
It could be spicy, one might even say.
Oh, no, that sounds terrible.
Spicy wine is...
I have a very sensitive palate.
Yes, it's only good for with sweet pairings, I've found. Let's go.
Sensitive palate. You're about to crave one thing. I said that out loud, didn't I? Oh, this is a mighty fine basement.
So you guys head through the basement. First, Fame and Arnie, you guys have been through this before. You actually remember that Valenta did explain that one room in particular was a gift from her husband where she gets to express her artisanry.
Ah, yes. The lovely room of death.
Oh, yes, let's go visit that room.
So, you enter this room, and I'm going to describe it for Gertruda because she has never seen it before. So, as you enter this room, dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot-high vaulted ceiling are sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room an almost cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from a ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table. Resting atop which is an ornate, bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon. And Valenta is in this room.
Hello again, Valenta.
She turns as you call her, and you see her kind of taken aback a little bit when she sees Gertruda. A little shocked, surprised maybe, but she does nothing about it.
These all look very, very real. It's very impressive.
Thank you. These are a gift from my lord. He was a great warrior once upon a time.
So gifted with clay.
Oh, yes. Brilliant sculptures. A little unnerving. But they're beautiful, I guess.
The
Tell me,
fake
how did you
blood spatter.
bind the bones?
How do you bind?
How did you... Well, bind them? How did you get them to stick together in such a way that it supports weight, and did you use some kind of mortar, or... This is interesting craftsmanship, to say the least.
Thank you.
So, we're here. Gertruda was giving us a tour of the castle, and she mentioned she'd never been down here before. But we were looking to talk to you. The blood spatter on the floor is lovely, by the way. I have recreated that myself, and I just pat my big old sword on my back. It truly works of art. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Dang, it's not her.
Do you think anyone here in the castle is not happy?
She looks to Gertruda.
Why are you looking at her? Gertruda.
Huh?
You okay?
You like
Sorry.
my room, Gertruda?
It's
Spent a lot of time decorating it.
I can tell.
Are you still comfortable, Gertruda?
It all looks so real.
Oh, it is.
It's
not
a testament
clay.
to my lord's strength and valor.
I mean, that makes sense.
These were all living people once.
Who were told that they would be protected under Lord Strahd's castle.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you.
And why do you make such baseless accusations against my lord?
I'm just trying to scare her.
Well, that's not very nice.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Are they baseless if he did kill all of these people? Or were some of them you? Or your brides in waiting?
My lord was a great conqueror before he settled Barovia.
How long ago was that?
Long enough.
How long has it been since you've conquered anything?
It's only been maybe 10 years since I married my lord.
Oh.
So are you upset that you can't kill Gertruda?
Well, what? Well,
it's okay, Gertruda. You're safe for now. You're a guest in the Lord's castle, and I'm sure no one would risk upsetting his highness. Is he a king?
Lord.
Lord. That's the word. I get so used to hearing him called devil in the cities, it's hard to keep the titles straight.
Back in Waterdeep, when there was someone in power, we would call them, instead of Lord or Count, we would say Misa. It's a term of
anyone
endearment.
said that.
Misa Strahd.
I hate you.
Valenta turns back to the table and begins kind of...
Mordecai, are you still laughing?
No, I'm fine. I'm here.
Mordecai, you need to leave the room.
Yep. I'm going to
All
leave
right.
the room now.
Okay.
Oh, could you take me with you?
Yeah, sure, Gertrude, please. He extends his hand out, not like seductively or anything, just like I have to say that with Mordecai. He just extends his hand out, like let's walk out together. Yeah, it's okay. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies too.
It's horrifying.
That's okay.
Don't tell her I said that.
I won't. Your secret's safe with me.
So the two of you step outside.
Okay.
Leaving just Fame first and Arnie with Valenta.
So now that the young elephant is out of the room, Valenta, do you think that anyone in the castle would want to hurt our lord?
If anyone wanted to hurt my love, I would crush them. As she says this, she has a femur that she just squeezes so hard it snaps in two.
Love strength in a woman. You haven't heard any rumors or thoughts or ideas?
About what?
Oh, anyone who would wish to leave the Lord, flee from his presence.
Or perhaps is just unhappy with his choices.
Who would be unhappy with his choices?
And that's what we're asking you.
He is our Lord.
I see you still are in love with him, more so than in fear of him.
He is my love.
The wedding is fresh. What about Ludmilla? We've heard she's been here the longest and has the shortest shelf life, so to say.
What about it?
Do you think that she could be enraged or jealous, perhaps, and want to leave?
I've never seen Ludmilla angry.
Have you seen Ludmilla have any emotion?
When Anastasia teases her too much.
Interesting.
What about Anastasia? I've noticed. Actually, no, I didn't notice that.
What about Anastasia?
She seems to like to talk about the rest of you. Poorly.
So long as my Lord still loves me, I don't care what she thinks of me.
That's fair. What about Rahadin or Escher? Do you like Rahadin?
He's like a brother-in-law.
And Escher.
If anyone's a toy that my Lord is getting bored of, it's probably Escher.
It seems he's found a new one to replace him.
No one will take my love from me.
No. Definitely not. That would be silly.
Or
You're
all these
only-
bodies, people who have tried to take. Never mind.
No, ask.
We know the answer to that question, babe.
Yes, I think so. That's why I said never mind.
Does it bother you that he plans on taking another bride?
She looks away and doesn't say anything.
There's the jealousy.
What's happening? What? Why?
She's jealous because Strahd wants to marry Irina. And she's probably a little fearful that she'll lose preference.
If Irina becomes bones, is that what you're saying?
If Irina becomes a vampire and marries Lord Strahd, what use would he have for his other wives?
Well, why did he get the other ones? They all stay around. Isn't this not polygamy?
It would be, but I think he's been more
Maybe he has like a
interested in
human
Irina.
kink.
Are you trying to irritate me?
No, I'm just asking. Are you irritated?
I would very much like to figure out how you taste.
Well, once we're no longer guests, I'm sure you can try.
I'm gross.
You're far from it, Fame. Let's leave.
I'm gross. Don't bite me.
No biting.
Ew.
Got
gross.
it. I just note down no biting. In my
Oh
little-
my god.
Are you trying to find someone in this castle who would betray my lord?
Not necessarily, but
If
not
we
like.
did it-
Yes, first.
Sorry.
No, first, please. I'm talking in circles, and please go ahead.
I'm sure you would be the first to want to know who has betrayed your love. Is that correct?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Fame and Arnie can too.
16.
Natural 20 for 23.
I got an 18.
So, Fame and Arnie, you guys both notice when first asked his question, she looks away for a moment and then looks back and is silent.
Fame, first, are you satisfied with your questions?
Are you suspecting me of betraying my lord?
No, just dotting our I's and crossing our T's.
Okay, good.
You love him far too much to cross him.
Confirmed.
With a little maybe on the side.
Just a small
Maybe.
amount.
Why would you say maybe?
I don't know. I don't trust anybody. You've
That's-
lived very long. I'm assuming you understand that thought process.
Just go.
All right.
Your art is lovely in a terrifying way. And then I'll just smile at her like,
As you smile at her, you see her nervously picking up the shards of the bone that she shattered and hurrying out the east doors. And that is what we're going to call it tonight.
Right.
Boo-boo-boo-boo.
Nice.
oh, wrong one. No, mind me. I have a face. That was fun, Dylan.
Thank you.
Kinsey, you're so fun to play with.
You are great.
I absolutely loved your Gertruda.
Yay!
So good. I was like looking at I'd look over at the Zoom chat and I'd see you like looking. I was like, oh gosh, I hope she's not bored. And then like you'd like look that like your eyes would flick that way. I was like, no, that's just a spacey look. She's just actually Gertruda right now. Like you got the hair up and the makeup and God,
And the dress and everything.
Looking between people when they were talking too.
Yeah,
it was great.
So good.
Thanks.
We're so glad to have had you as a guest.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have been here. This was a lot of fun.
Good. Well, my friendos, don't forget we have a giveaway going on, exclamation point giveaway in the chat so that we can pull that here in a bit. And then we'll just finish our closing and then we'll pull that and go off to a raid.
while people are putting in their last minute giveaways, making sure they're in the giveaway. What was everyone's favorite parts?
Can I say our guest?
Yeah. That was such a beautiful portrayal of Gertruda. So good.
I don't know if anyone else caught it, but you did an excellent job subtly throwing in the changes I've made to Gertruda. Like,
oh, cool.
I saw it and I was like, yes.
She's a regular, and she's a normal NPC of this.
She's
normally
standard, like in the campaign as written. I think she's been in there since the first edition.
Wow.
So
well known.
Yeah, I've made some changes. I shouldn't say I. Several other people have made changes, and I've taken bits and pieces from all over the place and made some changes to her that make her a bit more dynamic and interesting. And I saw it, and you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yes.
Good.
I had all of those notes pulled up and would occasionally, when other people were talking, go over them again. I was like, okay, no, yeah, I got this.
That's awesome.
It's A+.
So good.
Loved it. Loved it.
I think
I was worried there at the end, though. I was like, oh no, stuff's getting dicey.
Yeah.
Are these real bones? I don't know.
I mean, I like that you played it off like, yeah, it's fake. Yeah, let's leave. This is creepy. And just like telling yourself it's fake. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Dylan.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that I think that was my favorite part, like going down, because I knew as soon as we were gonna go looking for Valenta, I was like, oh, we're gonna see her bone room, and then I was like, oh god, what's Gertruda gonna do? And I even put in chat like watches her intently, so like that was A+. And then I just love I love it when we get a chance to do some solid role playing and investigation stuff, because that's my jam. I'm an investigator, baby.
I enjoyed the failed, like, sleight of hand from Mordecai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See,
I was trying to stir the pot.
I love that. Like, failed rolls, like if you roll and succeed every time, that's not necessarily fun, because failing rolls is fun as hell sometimes.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I kind of like. There's a video that came out recently that was like skill checks can ruin roleplay sometimes, because I really like situations where I know it's just a topic of conversation. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. It's just a like I like that. Like I didn't have to like roll for deception with Gertruda. She just instantly was like, "Oh, thanks!" Like instantly like going with it, role playing like how Gertruda would perceive that moment. And I thought that
why would you lie to her?
Exactly. And I thought that was just
anyone that's a guest of a prince as noble as Strahd has to be good people.
Yeah. And I just liked how like you so quickly role played that. I thought that was very, very cool.
It was great. Well,
I was surprised I caught you.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the dice just roll well.
It was a very big amulet, and your pocket was just heavy all of a sudden.
I imagined like you were trying to find a pocket, but there were no pockets on her dress, so you were like just.
Wouldn't you go to pat yourself to find something in your own pockets, but you do that to someone else?
Yeah.
Well, before we end it tonight, pull that giveaway. Kinsey, once again, tell me where can we find you? Like you were such a good like D&D player. Like you said something earlier about like bad D&D puns. What's that all about? Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, no, we started. we got really bored last Friday, and we made a D&D pun for every class. I posted a warlock one yesterday. They're bad. They're not good. Let me tell you. You can find those on TikTok at the Sea Cat. That's where you can find me on pretty much everything.
And is that C like the letter C?
No, it's like the ocean.
Like the ocean. So okay, gotcha. Good. I'm glad we clarified that. Cool. So if I wanted to see more great D&D content, I can just go look for TikTok at the ocean, like the sea, like the ocean cat.
Yeah.
And it's the period C period cat period.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also spammed it in chat.
I know. I'm just trying to really drive it home because you were great, and if we can send people your way for more great content, that's good for you. We're having people that watch us get all more good content that's D&D related. Everyone wins.
I do also make stuff other than D&D content. So if you go to my TikTok and it's not a D&D video, don't panic. They're there.
That makes me mad. Panics. I was told false information. No,
D&D content only.
Exclusively D&D puns.
Even we don't do D&D content only, just mostly. All right. Well, if everyone, are we gonna close the giveaway, Jen? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Yes.
It's ready to be drawn.
All right. Well, if everyone's in, once again, this is Strahd von Zarovich themed icebox.
Coxus.
Getting that Strahd dice box, baby.
Congratulations.
Thanks again for putting up with my scratchy, squeaky voice. I tried to do it's like, and it just came out as a whisper. I was like, dang it, I can't do my
It is perfect.
It was great. You did a great job. Thank you for DMing, even though your voice is half gone. We appreciate
it. Doesn't hurt. It just doesn't sound good. So it's not like I was in pain. It was just like I can't give the performance that you deserve.
You sounded great to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
A+.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job.
So, who are we rating?
We're going to be rating over Behold Roleplay. We haven't said hey to them in a while.
Oh, it's been a hot second.
Whoop. What's our raid phrase?
So long that I
don't. What is our raid phrase?
Oh, no.
Oh, man. That's right. He's a broad.
He's a broad.
A bro bride.
Say like the brides and broads.
As I say, like the hey from the brides and broad of Strahd.
There you go.
Hey from the brides and broad of Strahd.
There we go.
You know what I noticed? I know this is mega random, but the Fateful Encounters dice that we have that Emily makes over at Encounter Dice, they are so smooth. If you just press them together a little bit, they stick.
Yeah, mine do that too.
They are that. She smooths the heck out of these things. Sorry, they basically suction to each other. They're so flat.
Yeah,
anyway.
Mania's got it. If you're interested in any of that dice or that merch that we usually wear every stream, but this is the first one in a while that at least one of us isn't wearing one.
Hey, this says Fateful Encounters, okay?
Yeah, this one totally says Fateful Encounter. Like it's Strahd. This is we don't
My
make
dice don't do that.
Mine just has pronouns on it.
What? Am I just an oily boy and I just showed off how gross I am?
No.
No, because
if I put enough of my oil on this dice and press them together, they stick.
Maybe if I just put all of them in my mouth and I just clean them up.
No,
do it. Yeah.
God damn it, Sumner.
Dice in mouth. This is how you assert dominance over your dice.
Exactly. The dice jail is me.
I have a literal one.
We will see you guys next Monday with which campaign is Monday?
Tides of War.
Thank you so much for that gifted sub, Coxus.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
You're absolutely going to want to be there on Monday because I just threw the goblin overboard. He came back and Pond cut his hand off. So we've got some drama over there.
Yeah, some drama llama went
we
down
got to figure out if the game is over.
I'm using the air horn.
They're literally on Drama Island right now.
Yeah, that's the name of the island.
Drama Island.
Love it.
He needs some milk. You're right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's go say hey to Behold Roleplay. Be sure to spam those emotes so that we can show them how much we love them and appreciate them because we do. So we'll see you on Monday.
Woo! Bye, friends.
Bye, fam.
Bye,
have a beautiful time.
Beautiful night.
We'll catch you next Monday at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Woo! I don't know why I'm finger pointing. They can't see me anymore.
I was waiting for the timer to start.